Okay, so let's talk about. Oops, sorry. Just a second. We can't see anything on the screen. No. Okay. So let's talk about deploying apps to the cloud. So I have this app that I created yesterday for a workshop, and I want to create a new repo for that app in order to have it in the cloud. So yeah, it's this app to create an overlay like in conflicts. So how can I deploy this app to the cloud? What should I do? Do you remember? So I want to deploy it to GitHub.
So do you want to run that npm build?
No, not yet. No.
Okay, so
So
go to GitHub
so
and GitHub pages.
but first, not pages. I just want to deploy to GitHub, just a normal repo, not to a website. So first I need to initialize the repo, right? So git init, right? So now once I have the repo initialized, I need to commit my changes, right? So git commit. So first, sorry, git add to stage it, then git commit and the message. So the message, say initial commit before deploying. Okay. So now in my laptop I have a local repository with this app, but I want to have it on the cloud. So I need to go to GitHub, then let's go to GitHub like this, github.com. Then we log in to our accounts. Let me just zoom it. And then if we click here on new, we create a new repo, right? So the name is going to be, I call it overlay, CSS overlay. CSS overlay. Okay. And then I want to make it public because I want to be able to deploy it. So a third party is going to access my repo and is going to deploy it into a website. So I'm going to show you how. And then, should I initialize it with a README or not?
In React, you already have a readme.
Uh-huh.
So we don't need to do that.
So what would happen if I initialize it with a README? Do you know? Then exactly, we're going to have a README in the cloud and a README local. And then when we try to push, we're going to have a conflict. Like, which one do I keep? So better leave it like this, because create React app is going to generate a README for us. So we already have a README, so let's not initialize with README. Okay, so here it is. So now already did the git init, git add readme. We said that we already have the readme. Git commit, I already did it. So now I need to add a remote. So origin by default, by convention, is the name of your GitHub. So let's create, just copy this, and then on the terminal. So now the remote should be already added. So if I do git remote -v, do you know what V stands for? Yes, yes, very well, verbose. So now I should have here the origin. Okay, so once I have this, if I check here, I still don't have my repo here, right? So what do I have to do? I have to push it. Very well. So git push origin master. Sorry? Sorry? I'm using PowerShell. Yeah. So git push origin master or git push u origin master to set it as default. And if you put the u next time, you can only type git push and it's going to go to origin master. So yeah, git push u origin master. So according to this, it's pushed. So let's check it. Yes. So here is our app. Okay. So now I want to deploy it to now. So if we Google say now, how do you pronounce this? Zeit? Zeit?
It's German, so isn't it Zeit?
Zeit. Yeah, German. Okay. So if we click there on Zeit, then on sign up, if we continue with the GitHub, so I already have it, so I can go this way, so I can log in then. I wanted to do it from scratch, just to show you. So log in, continue with GitHub. Yes, I am. Okay, so here is me. So now I want to import a project, right? I'll zoom it a bit. So import project. And then it's asking us from Git repo, yes. So we have to install it for my repo. And I don't want it for all repositories. I don't want to give access to all my repos, only for the one I want to deploy. So CSS Overlay. Yes. Okay, so install. Oops, I wasn't expecting this. So now, yes. Now I can import it from GitHub. So if I import the repository from GitHub, I just click the repo. Sorry, not there. Just click selected, it's already selected, then import, project name CSS Overlay, yes, so no, continue, okay, so it's saying auto-detected create React app framework. I'll zoom it a bit more. Continue to deploy or override the configuration. So I'm going to deploy. So your project was created and is deploying. So we can see here building. You have to wait to let it build. Shouldn't take long. Usually takes between 20-30 seconds, so should be about to finish. It's taking a bit longer. So let's check. Now it's already. So we have here a preview which looks good. If I have a preview, means and the preview is right, means that it was able to build it. So if I click here, oops, not found. So let's go back. So let's click here then. Visit. Here it is. So it's deployed. So now this is the link to your deployed project. You can change them. You can change the domain. So if we read the docs here, it's telling us how to do it. So on the dashboard, we pick the project, then we go to settings, domains, and we enter the domain we want. As simple as that. So let's go then to the dashboard, projects, settings, domain. So this is my username, my email, blah blah blah. I think I jumped a step, so let's go back. So projects, right? So now if I click on the project, look, it's already CSS Overlay.now.sh. So it has already the custom domain. And it's as simple as that. It's really fast, right? It took me what, 3-4 minutes in total?
Do we have to use the site or we can use different?
You can use different, but if you, so I'm going to show you something now. If you make a change to your project, I don't know, let's say instead of this is the item, I'll type this is my project. Okay, now let me check that it works. So the React app is here. No, not here, because this is where I have the project deployed. So here. So this is my project, okay? So now, if I'm right, it's going to update the project automatically, as long as I push, because I didn't push. So let's do git add dot git commit message, change the text in the item. Okay, so now git push. Okay, pushed now. So now if we check we go to the projects as we are, and we go to it should deploy automatically the changes. Let me just visit it. It's not, so just a second. Oh yes, look, this is my project. It's saying it here. So yeah, it took, I don't know, 30 seconds or 45 seconds to realize, but it deployed it automatically. You don't even have to deploy it again. So it's basically, it's listening to your repo in GitHub and it's deploying automatically to Zeit. So yes, you're free to use other
Because I'm using
Netlify. Yeah, you can use Netlify if you want. It does something similar, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, now it's free, and for simple things it's really good. As you saw it, it's really fast. And but for more complex things, like if you have a backend, for instance,
Or Heroku.
Heroku, yes, exactly. Yeah, and that was it. Any questions? Okay, so I'll stop streaming. Oh yes, I wanted to show you something. So tomorrow, when building your portfolio, try to follow this approach. So yeah, so this is the agile way of building things, right? So instead of starting to try to make a full car, start by something simple. So first, just keep it simple, and then once you have it simple, you can keep adding new things. So if you want to make an animation, or so don't make the animation the main thing. Like first create the portfolio, as a simple portfolio as we said, and then if you keep improving it, then keep adding things, but only when you have the basic thing working. Like, yeah, sorry, basically like this, right? Okay. Sorry? Successfully do the car. The first, yes, it did it, but after the 4 steps, right? But meanwhile, it wasn't working, and then in the end, what if in the end what you wanted, it wasn't this specific car, you wanted something different? So this way you can adapt, right? So yeah, so this is the agile way of building things. So I'm going to stop recording them. Thank you.